on this episode of Bot versus Con.
I didn't even notice the orange in all the other.
You didn't notice the orange?
No.
How did you not notice the orange? Now, did you get both of them?
We'll have to wait and see. Of course I did.
You know, maybe he's going to the Nemesis.
He had me on guard duty while these cases were getting set up. So he talked about this figure in particular, and he was a little salty with me.
I don't know if it's really 54 steps. You know how Hasbro exactly.
I love how bulky this looks.
I agree. I think this one looks really cool. I like the bug mode.
He's trying out for the TF1 sequel. I like the idea. Don't necessarily like the execution. I don't know why I'm asking this because I don't believe it. He didn't have any weapons in his mouth, did he?
He did.
If somebody wants to buy my 86 Prime off of me, bam, I got you. I do not remember that mace. That mace is dope.
Stay tuned because there's more to come.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Transformers fans. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And this is Bot versus Con, where your voice is heard. First of all, we want to apologize for having this out late. I apologize on behalf of Bobby. He has spent too much time partying at Botcon, so we are recording this really late, but we're still here doing it. We have a lot of stuff, so I'm excited to talk about. So, I had to keep them up. But our usual shout outs go out to the Chosen Prime. Thank you so much for sponsoring this channel. TFCon isn't too far away as well, so we'll have to see what they have there. Also, to all of our members, thank you so much for joining us on this journey and keeping my ring light on. We really appreciate it. Look forward to news on a members live soon. And to all the subs, I don't know what we're going to do with the hauls, but we're still figuring it out. So stay tuned for that announcement. We really appreciate you. Thank you for helping us get over 3,000. And now I think it's time to get into the news.
Let's do it.
All right. So firstly, Botcon. There's more celebrity guests. So if you want to go, it's probably a little too late if you don't have your ticket already. But maybe you could fly out there. Maybe you're better at booking flights than me. And they got some really heavy hitters. So have you met any of these people yet?
I did. Actually, Michael Hill's not on this list. So I had a conversation with him today because I am at Botcon. And good catching up with him a little bit. I plan on doing a couple more visits tomorrow.
Fun. So we've got a lot to talk about for Botcon news. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with some exclusives.
Yes.
All right. And we're back. And probably the least, the one that didn't surprise us the most.
Oh.
Because we knew it was going to, with all the teases that they've been doing, we knew it was going to happen. And we've got PS16E Astrolift, which is Movor, and these pictures are via I Am No Fire. So I am going to say something about this alt mode first. I did not like the black on the side.
Hold on. Who did you say it is?
Movor.
Movor?
Movor. That's the name of the character from Robots in Disguise.
Oh, I have Astrolift.
Yeah, I said it's PS16E Astrolift.
Oh, okay.
Who is RID Movor?
Oh, I missed the RID. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
It's late, guys. So I didn't like the black on the side, the big box, but I looked it up. That is how the original toy was. That's how he looked in the show. So I applaud their commitment to accuracy, but I really like this. I love the purple on the I was going to say eyes on the windshield. I think this looks great.
I agree. I think it looks great. I do have it in hand here, so I have not opened it yet, but yeah, I'm excited about it. I think this set is coming together really well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I even see like the nose cone is actually painted, not molded, which is really neat. So they actually did a lot of work to make the paint job work. Yeah. And here's the bot mode. I love the pop of orange, and I like how all of them, I think, have like an orange chest to kind of unify the team. I had to look. Have a unified team, and I think that's a really cool little way to make a combiner look, uniform, but still have their funky colors it's not like Menasor, which has all the crazy colors. They go together, but
cohesiveness.
Yes, exactly. A lot of combiners don't have that, so I'm glad this one does. It makes them stand out.
I didn't even notice the orange in all the other.
You didn't notice the orange?
No.
How did you not notice the orange?
I didn't correlate the orange to all the other characters. And now that I'm looking, because I'm looking at the box, I'm like, yeah, I totally missed that. But yeah, you're right on that. I just thought the figure looks better in person. I'll say that.
Yeah, I think the face falls a little flat in these pictures, but I think, again, you don't see the paint and the light reflecting off the silver of the faceplate and stuff with these pictures. I do think it looks cool. I'm glad to see he has an ab crunch, me and my ab crunches. So I'll be looking forward to getting the rest of them. I think somebody messaged Ocular Max on a Facebook comment, and they said that the next one will be coming out in the summer and the last one will be coming out in October. So we could have this combiner finished by TFCon Chicago.
Oh, this is the summer.
Exactly. There's another one coming out in the summer. There's another convention.
Yeah, okay. TFCon Toronto, and then
and Chicago. So I'm looking forward to it.
That worked for me.
Yeah, me too. Okay, but when I saw this, I got very, very excited. I like tigers. Stripes is a cool character. The body type's not a tiger. But anyways, I like this. I think you probably have one in your room that's mine. And there he is. And yeah, there's not much to say. The mold's a little old, but not bad at all. And it's a very cool deco. My only complaint is, like with all of these tapes, I wish one of the sides had tape decals.
Yes. So with this figure in particular, or this mold in particular, as you mentioned, it is a repeat mold. My only problem with it is really the neck area. It doesn't peg in together, so and then the arch in the back sometimes can be a little loose. And so
I noticed that with Black Cat. I think that one's name is.
Yeah. Those are the two weak points about this figure. But I did, as you see, pick it up, and they actually have a collector's case with it. And there we go. Those pictures look familiar.
I know. I was gonna say that.
But you can choose either the blue or the red. And so, I think it looks great. And it also comes with a pin.
Now, did you get both of them?
We'll have to wait and see. Of course I did.
I think the blue does look better than the red just because it contrasts with the orange. The red looks more like for a Decepticon.
When I picked them up, I actually picked up one of each, and I meant to get two of each. And so
for your other remix tapes,
I thought about it because I think the red would look good with another figure. I don't know which one yet, but hopefully there's some available tomorrow so I can pick up another one.
Go do that. Yeah, no, I think these are great. And hopefully they continue to come out with these little sets. That would look really cool.
Yes, I really like the set, and they're easy to put together.
Yeah. Next up, we have Ramen Toys, Botcon exclusive, Deep End.
Depend. No, I'm just I can't tell you, and I know I sent over a lot of stuff to you. Do you have the picture I took of this?
I do, but before let's just go through these pictures.
Okay,
we also have the alt mode. Technically, it's an alternative mode, which is the underwater. Which maybe he's going to the Nemesis. When
I tell you this thing is beautiful, it is amazing. I saw this and I'm in love. And unfortunately, Ace isn't here, so I'll get a chance to talk to him at Joe Fest. But the colors are amazing. The one thing I did, and I have a question about it. I don't have a question about it because I'm seeing it now. But if you notice the fins on the hood, one's the color of the car and the other one is silver, which matches the stripe that's going down from the top down. And I thought that was really cool and really unique about how they're extending the stripe. Yeah, I can't tell you how beautiful this thing is.
Yes, the paint is immaculate. I can even tell through these pictures. That red is gorgeous. The gold is gorgeous. Like you two, the first thing I noticed was the stripes being different. I was like, wait a second, that's so cool. Yeah, this is great. And the only thing I don't like is the driver that it comes with. Looks like one of the Autobot humans. I don't like Spike and Carly and all that.
I think is it Maria Hill or something like that?
I couldn't tell you. I just wish maybe they made it more like a race car driver or something like. There's more Stunticon. That's more Decepticon versus that.
And Maria Hill is from Marvel, so I think it's like Claiborne or something like that. I know you guys will correct me on that, but yeah.
Don't get me to lie. But it would be. I think it would have been more interesting if it was like a rally car driver or something like that. That more goes with the Stunticon. But I do think the set is great as it is. You just go put that with your Masterpiece Autobots or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. They knocked this out the park.
What about this?
I will be picking this up at Joe Fest. Or, I don't know if they'll have it in stock. If he's bringing it, I don't know. I doubt they will, but they'll probably be taking pre-orders. But yeah, this is bought as well. I don't like it as much as the Dead End, but it still looks cool. I like the rivets on the hood and stuff, and along the side of the door look really cool. And this looks, hell, there's a shark on it, so it definitely looks like a shark. So it looks good.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm partial to sharks. I really do like this. It's going to price me out. I already know it is. How much was the Deep End? I'm gonna. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't remember. You just pull out that card. So
they didn't take pre-orders today on it. So
they didn't.
No, it was just in the case. They didn't have anybody here for it.
Then how is it a Botcon exclusive? Anyways,
yeah.
I think this does look really nice. I would be interested, but again, I'm probably not going to get it. I love the gills on the side. I like that the headlights look like the eyeballs of the shark. All in all, looks really cool, and I love the diver that it comes with red, to match the shark. Maybe she's ripped open. Yeah, I think this is really cool. And I love the license plate with the white, with the yellow. It's really like nostalgic to what I used to see license plates like as a kid.
Yeah, this, again, I don't like this one as much, but it's everything shark on this. And it kind of matches, what we're seeing with G.I. Joe with like the teeth on the side of the vehicles and stuff. So I think they did really well on this one as well.
Well, and I also think the paint job doesn't come across as easily in pictures because the other one is shiny, so that's easy to see. I think this one has a very nice matte finish, exactly, which isn't coming through with the pictures.
Yeah, I think it'll look great. This not only that,
chrome in the back, looks good too.
This is a really cool figure. It's a cool toy in general. Just the original white one is really cool. So yeah, I'm very happy to see this one coming along.
Yeah, looks great. So, well, let us know what you think about all these exclusives and why Bobby needs to get about 2 or 3 of each of them. And we will be right back with Just Announced.
Definitely.
Let's move on to something that I know Bobby is excited for, and that's the Cyber World cartoon, and they showed off character profiles.
The figures don't look bad.
I was going to say, this does look like your Bumblebee.
Oh, no. No. Hell no. No.
We just don't have to do that if I didn't have water in my mouth.
No. But the characters look fine. Not my Bumblebee, not my Prime, but they look fine. They don't look. They look better than a lot of figures that we've seen in the past.
My question is the last stat the masculinity stat? Because doesn't that look like the male symbol?
The
Female and male.
It looks like it looks like a medal.
All right, whatever. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. But it is also way too late. So go watch this if you can. I'm sure Bobby will watch it anyways. You probably will read these though. We've got Skybound Transformers 2-page preview of issue number 22. Didn't put the pages up for spoilers, but hopefully Starscream gets to slapping again.
All right, so the third one. What is? Okay, I thought that was a hand sticking up. I was like, who's Prime standing over?
He is standing over somebody that is the hand.
So like, it reminds
me like this,
that picture reminds me of Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
So it's a famous shot of Muhammad Ali kind of taking that pose. So that's what it reminded me of. I do think that will be the version I get. It just seems kind of cool there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this as well.
Yeah, I think that one is the best one. The other two, the Starscream one, I'm assuming that's Starscream, is a little lackluster. It's cool, but like, I want more Transformers. No offense. And then you have 10 million Optimus Prime covers probably by now.
And it looks like Devastator's arm.
I was gonna say it looks like it combines with another one with Devastator on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's move on to some eHobby exclusives, and there's acrylic logos, which we have talked about before. So they come in a 2-pack, and there's 2 different sizes, 9.8 centimeters and 4.9 centimeters. They'll be about $15 US.
Okay. I like the Transformers one. I wouldn't mind having a couple of those from inside my cases.
Yeah, exactly. If they were easily accessible,
right?
Why not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't we just move on to some more Botcon news? So these are via friend of the channel, TM Reviews, and we've got X-Transbots MX44 Gravedigger, which is Scavenger, which we have already seen, and there's also 45, which is Razor, which is Bone Crusher, which I believe we haven't seen yet besides a render.
We haven't. I don't. I know we talked about Gravedigger a while ago, but again, and shout out to TM Reviews. He had me on guard duty while these cases were getting set up, so he was setting these up, and I was kind of helping him out a little bit. So had a lot of fun talking with him about it. We kind of agreed that the bot mode and the alt mode on these are killing it. We didn't see the Gravedigger, but you can see the arm back there, and the light actually was shining, so it made some of the pictures look really dark. I know I took a few of these pictures as well, and I wasn't really happy with how dark they were, but the bots themselves look gorgeous. The alt mode on Razor, I guess, it looks really good. It's probably the best looking tractor that we've seen. I think MMC's looked really good too, but when I saw this, I couldn't remember what MMC's looked like, and then I had to go and look, but it looks really good in bot mode as well. Like it doesn't look like he has a diaper on. With Gravedigger, the backpack is there as well. It's not as big as the Fans Toys, but there is a backpack on there, but you don't see it as much. Like you can see here, you don't see it hanging off as bad as with the the Fans Toys version. So yeah, both look really, really good.
I have to agree. X-Transbots seems to be definitely the set you want if you want them all individually.
Yes.
I maybe combined, we don't know yet,
Yeah,
but for now, these look phenomenal. That Bone Crusher is probably the best Bone Crusher. I mean, we haven't seen Fans Toys, so leaving them out, that we've seen so far. He actually has like normal proportions, which we'll look at one, I think next we will, that doesn't have normal proportions. And I think it looks great. Gravedigger, great name, great bot. I think it looks better than Fans Toys from this angle. Maybe from another angle it doesn't. I'm sure the feel is a lot different, so we're not talking about that, only looks. I remember something being weird with the scoop arm with this version, where it has like an extra link or something like that. It's like super long, and that was weird. But
and there was 2 heads that came with this as well. You can see.
You can see at the bottom. Yeah. So I think that's great. I think Bone Crusher. I realized he's probably my least favorite Constructicon just because of his colors, but at least I can say he looks good here.
And the crazy thing is, I think as a kid, Bone Crusher was my favorite toy of the Constructicons. I like Mixmaster too, but I think Bone Crusher was up there. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, let's switch gears. Oh, actually, we have this. I forgot about this. Funbee Studios Restraining Trolley for Wasp. Go pick it up, Bobby.
I saw this and I did not know what it was for or what it was from. I didn't see it with the characters in it. I just saw the trolley and I had no idea what it was for. But yeah.
Yeah, I think he goes crazy, if I remember right in the show.
Okay. It's cool.
Now let's move on to the other Devastator. And this is the Wrap Crusher upgrade set. Which, honestly, I give him props for such a way to combine the 2 names together.
Yeah.
Why don't we just get into it? You can't really see anything from this picture. So let's start with Bone Crusher. They did improve him a lot. Not saying it's very good still, but it is a lot better than the original one. The hands are a little too small now, though. But the longer legs, the more defined waist really does help out this figure, in my opinion.
Feet.
The bigger feet, yeah, exactly. It kind of reproportions the figure.
Yeah.
And the alt mode seems fairly not affected compared to the with the extra pieces, but it still looks a little wonky.
Yeah, the midsection looks much better with the however they changed that up.
So you have to take the pin out actually to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And it like uncombines and refigures itself. It's actually kind of cool what they did.
I'm fine with that. I mean, it doesn't look like a diaper anymore.
No, and you know that pose where you see like the chest stuff going, he actually looks good from that angle.
Yeah, and it looks like he has an ab crunch that
he does. Yeah,
that's not separating the. So yeah, I think this is we had said numerous times that this combiner is going to need upgrade kits, and we're seeing them.
Yeah. And for Scrapper, it's not much. It's only a few fillers. They said that they couldn't do the waist like they did in the last one to give them an ab crunch because it's part of combiner mode. And then the feet on Bone Crusher actually fill in the foot of Devastator to give him a little bit more of a surface so he's more stable, which is actually a cool way, at least I think so, to use those parts.
To store it, yeah.
To store it, and it has a use. It's not just slapped on the side. It's actually like, I don't know how strong they would be, but it's a little bit more surface area for the foot.
Yeah. And again, gap fillers are what you expect for these sets. So I'm curious about the price of this. I'm curious about what the complete combiner is going to cost.
Everything.
Yes, because again, we already figured that it was going to need a upgrade kit, and now that we see, I didn't know if they were going to release them individually. So if there's going to be 6 upgrade kits, it seems like they're doing 2s. So you're looking at 3 upgrade kits.
I think there's going to be 4.
4.
One for each individual, or one for each of the 2 pairs, and one for Devastator.
One for Devastator. Oh yeah. Unless the final one comes with Devastator
pieces, that could be a possibility too.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what the final cost is of this combiner for the because I also like that, like the Bone Crusher in particular made him taller. You know, that was something we talked about that we didn't like, is that he seems short, like really stubby. So I like that they're doing this and making him a little bit taller. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I agree. And then they come with the trumpets as well. So I think those probably should have been included, but either which way, they look good.
Yeah. This kit definitely helps Bone Crusher, like probably the most, and it looks so much better.
I agree, and we already said Scavenger looked good.
Yeah.
Or Scrapper. Scrapper looks good.
Yeah.
So, it brings Bone Crusher up to that level.
Yeah. It was Scrapper needed minor. I mean, again, more.
He still does if you look at this.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. So.
Moving on to something that you'll probably get, we've got MPU Ultra's back pylon covers for their cone heads.
This is going to sound bad. Maybe not. It's going to probably sound like a Bobbyism. I didn't remember what the back of them looked like. And since it's no secret, hauls have been kind of delayed, I do have the Ramjet now. And I just transformed it this week, I think. And I did not remember what the like, even look at the backpack or the back on him. But I like these, but I don't like them at the same time. It's just like, it looks like a big seal laying on over each shoulder. I wish there was a little bit more detail in them, because it's nice to cover it up, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't look really detailed enough for me, or defined enough. It just, again, It looks like he just threw something over his back, and that's what you see.
Yeah. I mean, these look good. Like you said, there's not a lot of detail going on. My thing is, are they even really necessary? like if they're on your shelf, you don't look at the back of the figure. And we, rag on Hasbro for having empty backs, but we usually always say that, but we don't look at it from the back, so it's not that big of a deal. And I would say it with these, I mean, the backs don't look bad on any of these. Yeah, they're a little bit messy, but at the same time, they're still colorful. They still have a little bit of detail here and there. It does look cleaner.
That's what it's doing.
But I wouldn't pick these up unless they're really cheap. If it's like $5 for the 3 of them, sure, why not?
I am curious about these. I will probably pick them up. But
what they should do is, I don't know if these are made by MPU or not. I couldn't find anything about it. But if they are made by them, they should just pack it all with Dirge.
That would be even better.
Even if they increase Dirge's price by a little bit. That's what I think they should do. But if these are made by a fourth party company, then they obviously can't do that. But yeah, they look good.
And I mean, we've seen other people do that with their Seekers. Make Toys did it. I think Deformation Space did it. Yeah, I was like, is it Dreamstar? I always get those.
To this day, even though one of them's not anymore.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm curious about what the price is. But I would prefer them to come with Dirge.
Yeah. Well, let's get into an and we've got Dr. Wu's Extreme Warfare, and they come in normal colors and shattered glass colors. Now we know you don't have this in shattered glass colors. Has the pre-order been placed?
It has not, because I didn't see this. So no. Oh wait, I saw the regular ones. The
regular ones we've already seen, but I didn't want to split them up. So, but the shattered glass ones are ones I don't think you're going to get anytime soon.
I think I'm okay with it. I don't need
$20 to complete your shattered glass collection.
Yeah, these are just so small, and yeah. I think I'm going to skip on these.
Yeah, you'll get them. Just wait till 1 month and it's slow and you haven't bought anything in, 72 hours. And then, so, Bobby feels that urge. We will be right back with updates.
Oh, 72 hours. That's funny.
Let's get into the updates. And I want to know if these pictures change your mind about a figure. It changed mine a little bit. And that's Marco Clonus showing off my Cronus Prime.
All right, so I'm gonna give a shout out to Mike, who I met today, because we actually talked about this figure in particular, and he was a little salty with me because I talked about this figure not being,
You said,
cool.
Didn't you say it looks like a dollar store KO?
It does, yeah.
I did not go that far.
Well, I wanted to say something else, but dollar store was nice. This does look better. It looks like the colors look like they're broken up a lot better. I don't know if it was lighting before, if it's lighting now, but it looks like there's a couple of different grains in here, or teals, or whatever color you want to call it. So I like that, because before it just looked, I want to also talk to you off air about Mike, but I think this looks better. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it does look a lot better, and they made a whole story, or Marco Clonus did, which should be on the back of a box. Give it a little bit of story, where like his prime circle, that's the artifact, powers the armor even when he's out of it. So it's like an extension of himself, but it's also like a friend and a protector. And I was like, that's actually really interesting and cool. And that kind of makes me like the character, not the figure, the character. And we don't have that. I'm still not a big fan of this figure. I didn't notice those. I don't like how there's just blades just hanging off his back. Like the propellers.
Oh.
Like, I feel like those need to fold up or something. I just don't like where they are. I do like all the different colors that you see now. I think it's really cool that the legs turn into a wheel that actually works. But now it makes sense. He probably disassembles and reassembles himself. It's not, it's not like a transformer. So yeah. I remember we were talking about that. I don't know how that works, and that's probably how it works. But it is cool that you could put him on like magnets. And I really do like the little Minicon. If that was sold by itself for a reasonable price, I would be interested in it. But yeah, and he does have ankle tilts. I know that was one of the things that we were talking about, because those pictures looked so bad.
Yes.
Hasbro, just let Marco Clonus take your pictures.
Yes,
because these look so much better. It was so like just let him take the pictures. I think we wouldn't be as harsh. You might have said it looks like a Ross toy, not a dollar store toy, if we would have saw that.
Big lots.
Big lots. I got stories about big lots KOs. Yeah, I think this is okay. Not for me. I don't like the fingers. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about what I don't like. Not for me. If it's for you, I love that it's for you. Get it. Have fun with it. Let me know how it is. I'd love to hear about it in the comments.
I'm right there with you. Not for me. And as I was talking today, I love the idea and the concept. I don't like how the character was delivered. So
the execution, I almost feel like this needed to be a Voyager. So you could have that really size difference of a tiny Minicon controlling a giant armor suit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That would have sold it a little bit better than a little Minicon going into a little armor suit. You know what I mean?
Or they could have just made the figure look better. But
that's now you're being mean. Let's move on. Marco Clonus also showed off Venom, saying the swarm's coming. So I expect the next behind the scenes will be on Venom. I don't care what they're calling them. This shot right here made me go pre-order them, because this looks so cool. They did a good job with. We already talked about. They did a good job with this character, but I was gonna just do it. If I see it in stores, but all the Insecticons in one place, and I have all 6 of them behind them. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? This would look really good together. I do think his colors are a little too bright, while the
everybody else is not as bright.
Yeah, even like the Ransack and the Barrage and Chop Shop, they're still muted compared to him. But maybe that, he's the leader, I guess. Some people were saying online that they should do a PulseCon exclusives with the 4 deluxe Insecticons and normal Insecticon colors. So purple, black, and yellow. I would probably pick that up as well.
I would too.
That would be kind of it's that type of imagination that makes me want to pick up some of these PulseCon exclusives, not just make as much as you like Orion Pax and Alpha Trion. That's kind of expected. You know what I mean? While doing something different and new makes me interested.
Well, and I can't remember the name of the figures right now, but how they did the transformation on
Mirage and Chop Shop.
Okay, yeah, that
they
was
reversed it.
They reversed it. That was really cool. I thought that was dope. And that's what, if you're going to reuse a mold, do something like that. That was really cool. I thought that was amazing what they did there. So, but yeah, I'm in on this too, and I put a pre-order in.
Yeah. I'm assuming you will put a pre-order in when you get this. I believe these are new images. They look similar to the ones we looked at, but whatever, we're looking at them again. I'm going to say the 54 steps is kind of crazy. I don't know if it's really 54 steps. You know how Hasbro... Exactly. You flip out the arm, one step, flip out the hand, another step, swivel the hand, another step, clip it back together, another step. That's kind of what they're doing, I think. But the packaging does look nice. He does seem to fill out the box better than some of the other leaders that we've seen. Yeah, I still wish the box was smaller. just to be more in line with the figure, but I understand for marketing purposes why it's so big.
Yeah. Box still, the art still looks kind of blah to me, but I just hate the way they did the cannon or the.
I knew you were going to talk about that.
I do. It just bothers me, and even seeing it on the box art is just like.
They made it dark on purpose so you can't see it.
Yeah, this is like, hopefully nobody's gonna pay attention to this.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it was the lights from before, because I love the color of the legs. I love the color that we're seeing on this. So
yeah, definitely that had to have been a prototype or that somebody stole or something, because these colors, like we said with the Takara ones,
right what I want,
so much nicer.
Yes. So yes, I will be picking this up as well. I know I said I was going to wait. The legs looking like this, I don't need to wait now.
Yeah, good. I think I'm still going to wait for the anniversary one that was leaked. Yeah. We'll probably buy both of them. Laserwave showed off this picture of the head sculpt, so I don't think we've seen an up-close picture of the head. Maybe I'm wrong, but it does look very nice.
Very accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And menacing face.
And here he is with the 2014 counterpart, which looks kind of crazy, but there are things I still like about it. I like the rubber treads. I like this completely painted figure. I like all the red in the chest as well. It's not accurate, but I like it. I remember finding this figure and being so excited back in the day, because it was the first G1-ish Megatron in so long. But it's definitely showing its age. And I do think it has the worst cannon compared to this Megatron.
Oh, this cannon is terrible. It looks like he's holding Ramjet's bomb.
Exactly, yeah. But it is a better alt mode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, man.
Hey, it's
11 years old?
11 years later, so I think, this was a great figure for the time.
Gosh, I can't believe it was 11 years ago.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, this is G1. This is 86 movies. It looks like it's supposed to be. 2014 version did not have. It
wasn't going for that. It was going for just normalized Megatron.
Yeah. So, and he has the pouting face in 2014, and now he has the menacing face. So yeah, I like 2025 a lot. He looks like he's pouting.
Oh well, yeah. Megatron pouts a lot.
No,
he's still pouting in the new face too.
And but yeah, it's bought 2025. Well, I'll have both of these in my collection.
Next up, from Botcon, TM Reviews showed off X-Transbots Ballistic. Is it a headmaster?
No, it's.
Or are they just showing off the extra head?
They have extra heads.
Okay, because I saw the head next to it, and Titans Return, and I was like, wait a second.
Oh, man. All right, so yeah, here's another one. I got to oversee, use my management leadership skills here, and it looks great. And stay tuned because there's more to come. I think, and well, I know there's more to come, and it looks amazing. This is still a prototype, but it was, you can tell it's like almost there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but that Target Master is like 100% diecast.
Really?
Oh, it feels amazing. I was, TM Reviews, was just like, hey, look at this. And I said, oh, this is nice. This is like game-changing nice.
Really?
If they were to do this with their Target Masters, oh yeah. And the color is beautiful. And again, the lights are dark on here, and that part sucks. But yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you can even tell the Target Master has great colors just from this lighting and how shiny it is.
Yeah, very nice.
And they showed off, what's his name? Cone Chrome.
Yeah.
Again, TM Reviews has these pictures, and this figure looks great.
Yeah, this was funny to see, try to get set up, and I'm glad the pictures look the way they do. This is definitely a test version, so it was a little loose and as expected, and so it does look very cool. It doesn't transform or anything like that, but you can kind of get the gist of what it's going to look like and stuff. And the backpack is like nothing.
Really?
Yeah, it's very flat.
Just has the wing sticking out, and that's it.
Yeah. So it was really cool seeing it. And again, this is still a prototype, and things may change, but yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Next up, we have Ocular Max Stray. Which one is this? Alternative. Mm-hmm.
These pictures don't do it justice. Please, sweet baby Primus, let me get this with the the red windows and everything. This looks amazing. And I can't wait to get this. The alt mode is everything.
Yeah, I think this one looks phenomenal. I'm kind of mad that I bought the other one because this looks so much better. Again, I hope I get the red one if I pick this up, because that would make it look a lot better. But even with the red windows, this is the first time I can say with these pictures, it still looks good with the black windows. Mm-hmm. That's not something I was really saying before, but there is a lot going on here with the paint that is different from the one I already have, or the one we already have.
Right, and this looks more orange, and I think it's just a picture, but it is red. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next up, we have Deletus, which is their scrapper.
Yes, this is MMC's.
Sorry,
Ocular Max, excuse me, or same thing. Prototype as well. Looks good. I can't remember, and I apologize. There was I know there's definitely one member, maybe there was a couple of members, or maybe it was the same member commenting a few times who believed that this was going to be the best out of all of them, and I disagree. This looks good. There's still probably more they're going to do to it, but I don't think it's the best.
I'm going to take it one step further. I don't like this. Maybe it's the angle that he's at. Maybe they're shooting from up and down, but how big the chest is versus how skinny those legs are, I don't think that looks good at all. That's not how I see Scrapper, at least. The alt mode looks a little messy as well. And I know that's all due to it all-in-one combining. I get that. But at the same time, like, you know, we had a comment saying you need to judge this on a different scale. No, we don't. It's in the same ring. You know? So I think this is probably the weakest Scrapper out of all of them. As far as the MMC Fans Toys and X-Transbots, because I think those are in the same. Mm-hmm. They're trying to do the same thing. G1, yeah, MP scale. Even though this one's a little shorter, but still.
Yeah.
And I do think it looks fine. It's just, I guess we're spoiled from seeing the X-Transbots one because I'm just like, this is. I don't mean this as a slight to either Hasbro, maybe a little slight to Hasbro, but either Hasbro or Ocular Max. This is what I expected Hasbro's to look like.
You know what? I'm there with you. If Hasbro's would have looked like this,
yeah, this is honestly what I was expecting from Hasbro.
I'd have 8 Devastators.
Not as complicated, but look-wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. But let's move on to something that I know you're interested in. We've got Forte.
This looks better in person. I
think it looks good in pictures.
It does. Oh, no. Like, he is bulky. He sits. He has a stance on him. I love how bulky this looks. And again, this is a test shot. And yeah, and I didn't even realize because I was taking pictures and smiling, and then I did take some video, which will be coming out soon prior to the show opening. Apologies for things being late. It's been crazy here, but I didn't even pay attention to how detailed the head sculpt was.
Mm-hmm. The ears look like they're on ball joints.
They do.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing at least.
Yeah. Even the nostrils on it, the mouth, the horns look great. The eyes look good. There's no rivets in the eyes. That was my issue with Fans Toys version was the rivets or whatever they were by the eyes. It just kind of threw it off a little bit, and that was like my huge issue with that. But this looks really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think this looks great. I will be very happy to get the Shattered Glass blue version.
I'd be happy with that as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick this one up, but I'll pick up the blue one. What else? They will some crazy repaints out of their butts for these, so I'll pick up the repaints. But I'm good.
KFC did a blue one, and I'm not too happy with it.
Yeah,
so
that one is at the very least. I could also see them doing like a Rhinox color, gray, which would be interesting, gray and green, because they like to do those crazy, weird Halloween ones. But we'll see. This does look very good, though. It looks like he's very chunky. So I like that.
And this might come out this year.
Well, yeah, it says Q3 2025, not even Q4.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny if it gets pushed back. Just.
That's why I said this year. I'm not.
Just because of you. Out of Botcon, Akai Studio showed off that they're doing a Kingdom and an 86 head. So you can go ahead and get the Kingdom version.
I'm not going to do it, but these heads look great.
They do. And I actually like the deeper purple on the Kingdom one. Not for Galvatron, but just in general. So I think it looks great.
I mean, it matches the color of the Kingdom. So, yeah.
They also showed off the hands, which are kind of weird with how they articulate, but I guess that's kind of cool. I think it'd look a lot better in color and would look less like a crab claw if it was in color.
Yeah, I think, of course, color's going to make all the difference, but yeah. I think it looks cool.
Yeah. Next up, we have reports that there's going to be a video coming for the whole Marauder, according to a Billy post.
Yeah, this is it. The clock is ticking. I can hear it. It's almost time.
Yeah.
And
honestly, I looked at this picture and I thought it was the X-Transbots version.
Wow.
I mean, I'm sure they look different, but they're not that different.
They're, you know,
they
right.
are when you put the extra stuff on this one, because you can completely change the look of this one too. Yeah. Can't you flip the cars around on the legs? You can give it the tune chest and all that stuff, but this one looks the same.
And the X-Transbot had the kit that you had to add to it, which I thought was crazy as well.
Didn't that add like an extra trailer or something?
No, it added like the wheels on the sides of the vehicles that got bigger, and it was an extra price. I remember it was like, I think I see it now for like $40. I remember seeing it for 70 something bucks. I can't remember how much the original price was.
That's crazy.
For the add-on kit.
Either which way, I'll be excited to see how this thing shapes up when it gets in your hands and you tell me, yeah, it's amazing, or X-Transbots is better. So we'll see.
I doubt I'll say
I don't think they're going to be. I think this is going to be the definitive Menasor. How are you going to have this one look, though?
Ooh.
Because are you going to put it with the toy version so it's different from the X-Transbots one?
So I actually have the X-Transbots in the toy version now. Okay. Combined.
But I think this one looks way better.
Yeah, I just really like appreciate how Motormaster looks in
so you might not even have this combined.
Yeah, I think I am, but it's
you know what? Let's just be honest. You'll just buy the filler kit for it.
Ooh.
You know when's going to come out.
Aha.
That's how you're going to display it.
Yeah. That's. Yep. Yeah.
Next up, we have King Toys Axeedle. I love the little gremlin face he has in Beetle mode.
All right, so my Baconide, I don't remember what his name is. He's waiting for me at home. I think I like the way this one looks better so far. It looks really cool. I like the wings on it. I like the little feet on it. I like that there's like all this stuff going on the side. I don't know what it is, but it just, I don't know, it just looks full and doesn't look like there's any gaps. Not to say that the Baconator has those things. What is it? Baconide?
Like Glissandi? I couldn't say it since they showed it off.
Yeah, Baconator. I don't know, it just looks full and bug-like, so I like it.
I agree. I think this one looks really cool. I like the bug mode. The other one looks kind of flat, like a pancake, with like things coming off of it, that's what the bugs look like. So I'm not saying that's not what it's supposed to look like, but this one actually looks like a bug. I'm sure it's going to look a lot better in color with all like the little greebles like you talked about on the side. I love how the wings or shell come off and can go on the arms instead of the weird Gundam-ish wings that he had. So maybe you could put those somewhere else, like maybe on his back, and it could look cool, like a cape or something. I love that the axe is the horn, I guess, of the beetle. I'm really interested in the color scheme. Are they going to go G1 Insecticons and have this one be purple? Or is this going to be a crazy... Is it going to be Barrage? Is it going to be green? We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see what the first color wave is going to be, and then they're going to release another set that's going to piss me off, because I'm going to have to get it.
Well, here he is with... There's his name.
Blackinator. Yeah, I like Baconator better.
Yeah. Baconatron. They look good together, though. I think Baconator looks a lot better in these pictures than we have seen them in the past. When it's too shiny and the lights are on it too much, I think it looks a little unnatural, but in these pictures, I think he looks a lot better.
And transformation looks easy and fun.
Mm-hmm, yep. Moving on, we have Galaxy Toy Starscream. They just painted the black one we looked at last time.
They did. It looks fine.
Yeah, there's some weirdness going on with the proportions, in my opinion, but it's so small. Okay, that's fine.
The upper body looks very like bulky, and then the legs look.
The shoulders are wide. I think that's the problem.
He's been working out with Hasbro's Ultra Magnus.
Yeah. But these colors look nice. They look like what you would expect.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little weathered.
And it's probably due to how they paint.
Yeah, but I like it. I like the weather.
I didn't know this was the episode of Bone Crushers. Of another one, and this one won me over. I think this looks really cool. When we first saw it, I was like, it looks generic, but seeing it in the green, I'm like, that's Bone Crusher. I don't know why, but not even the alt mode, the bot mode with like how the chest is angled and stuff. It looks like what I would think Bone Crusher would, even though the chest isn't the scoop part. The only thing with the alt mode is the sword that's obviously sticking out right there. I think that looks a little off-putting. But it looks good too. Obviously, these are prototypes, not painted. But I think this is shaping up to be a very interesting combiner.
It really is. And because I've seen so many of them here, the bot mode looks like he's trying out for the TF1 sequel.
But that's honestly a positive, because how it goes from this really chunky alt mode to transform into this very, like you said, TF1-ish type of body.
Slender.
Very, very cool. Probably gonna kill your fingers, so I'm very excited to see that transformation video that you're gonna do on these guys. But yeah.
Maybe something might be coming along. But I like this alt mode. It's definitely not G1 Bone Crusher. It's definitely, they're doing their own thing. It's interesting. Looks very Cybertronian. I like the integration of the sword. I can't remember, did he have two swords, or is it the same?
I'm assuming he's going to have two swords.
Yeah,
I don't think we saw his weapons at all.
Yeah.
I like the integration of it. I just don't like how it's just obviously a sword.
Yeah,
maybe it could have flipped around or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it would look, to me, it would look better if it slid into like the mechanics of the,
because it just looks like a sword pegged on the side, like what Hasbro does.
Yeah, if it like a 5mm port, but like if it like kind of like fit in to the mechanics that are going on the tread, I would think that was really dope.
That would look really cool. Yeah,
because then it would look like there's just some red that goes through the gears and everything like that. And I think that the red for the cab or whatever that is, and maybe it'll change. It doesn't look defined like some of the others. Like,
I think that part is going to just be all clear plastic, and they're going to paint it. There's no paint, I think, on this at all.
Yeah.
I don't even think the green's painted. I think that's plastic. So.
No, it looks damn good. But yeah. So it's interesting.
Next up, we have Craftsman Toys. Where is it? I forgot this guy's name.
Light Strike.
EJSO2C Light Strike, and then in parentheses Razor. I don't know why he has two names.
I thought Light Strike Hero. Okay.
I think it's the hero class. I don't know. Either which way, he looks better here. He looks less like a blocky than in the last time we saw him. The head looks a little bit more in tune. It still looks a little too big, but I do think he looks nice. The gun looks kind of small, but maybe that's because I'm used to him with the ginormous gun.
Right. So it's more fitting to who he is.
Yeah.
To his size. I like that I like the two ways he's holding the gun. Like, it's not too big where he can hold it with one, and then it looks like he's cocking it, in the second picture. So I do like that. The colors look great on this. I'm still really excited to be to continue with this set in the hopes of finishing soon.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm going to be honest, I never understood his alt mode. I know it's a jet, but there's no cockpit, and he has a cannon sticking out of the front. If he was to shoot that, he'd probably go backwards. So, it's cool, though. It's cool. I could honestly see this as, like, an alternate to Shockwave's alt mode. But if they couldn't do a gun, because Hasbro. But I think this does look really neat.
So are you talking about his alt mode in general?
In general, not this one, just in general.
Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. This I love Computron, so I'm not gonna be biased here. This reminds me of the DX9 Chrome Dome and
Brainstorm,
because
it doesn't look like anything.
Right, it looks like we flipped some stuff open and we flipped these over here and we kind of laid it down and
Throw some wings out and you're good to go.
Yeah, it doesn't look really finished, and so I kind of see the same thing along those lines.
Yeah, I see that as well, especially with this one. I don't remember what Make Toys looked like, but I remember liking Make Toys' more, even if it was more stylized.
Yeah, that's so. I gotta be fair. I love Computron, but this alt mode isn't doing it for me the way I would hope.
Yeah. And here we go. Here we have, what do they call him? Burst Gallop.
Okay, so I guess the hero means he's a good guy.
I think so. Yeah.
I like his little Uzi.
It's cool.
The guns on his shoulders. I like the idea. Don't necessarily like the execution. I love the bot mode though. I think he looks very, very good. The head, the chest, arms, legs, all of it blends in very, very nicely. And the part that probably throws me a little bit is the wheel on the back looks like it's pretty high, because like even on the picture, on the first picture, that little flap, that white flap, it looks like it's like
above his head,
way up above his head. Mm-hmm. And then in the second picture you can see that it's way up above his head, but there's also the tire is way there. So I was hoping that it would kind of lean back to where it's even with his head.
Yeah. I agree. I think maybe it can go down and they have it up for the guns. I should have looked, because there were pictures where the guns were back down, and I think that might be it. I'm a sucker for shoulder cannons. I think this looks so cool. But again, the execution, I almost said a bad word, about Hasbro with waffling. Look at all that waffling in the inside. That is, I think that's a little... What is that? I can't think of the word. They shouldn't do that. It should be filled in, because you see that, Other than that, I think this figure looks great though. It looks really good. I think the tires, it's not my favorite, but at the same time, if it is that high and he has the guns, it's like a whole placement on his back, which is kind of cool. And I love the gun. I love the short, stubby nosed.
Yeah.
You called it an Uzi. To me, it looks more like a bolt thrower from Warhammer or something. So I think this looks really cool.
Yeah, it reminds me of Intertech, the Intertech guns, and it had like the little short Uzi. So yeah, wow, those are great times.
I love how the combiner mode kibble turns into like this missile platform tank thing.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And right here you can see the wheels down lower.
True. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
and the flap is down as well.
So you could open it up, put it up if you want the guns down.
Okay. Yeah. And this is a combination of the 2 feet on the top.
The 2 feet, the torso, and it's Afterburner, correct?
Yes.
Afterburner's guns are on the side as well.
Yes. I like that. I like the gun turret thing. Yeah.
I do too.
Very good.
And here's the alt mode.
I need those smoke effects.
You could find them. They're pretty easy to find. I really like this alt mode though. It is so Technobot, so futuristic, so Tron. You look at this and it's a Technobot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They have a certain vibe to them, and this just oozes that vibe.
And I love that these smoke effects hide the trike.
It is a trike, huh? I forgot it was a trike.
Yes. And those little bitty wheels, those little training wheels he has on the back. Yeah.
I forgot about that. From this angle, I like it.
Yeah. And I was trying to see where his gun is stored. This looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Moving on, we've got New Age Jivigio by Dark Emperor. There you
Dr.
go. You said you did the same thing last time, and I can't remember. It's too late for me. New Age has the opposite problem, where their promo pictures look so good, and then this looks okay. This doesn't blow me away like the promo pictures did. And it looks like he has the hands on backwards. Like
He does.
On the wrong,
Thumbs,
right?
Yeah.
Right? The thumb's in the wrong spot, yeah.
Yeah. It's like this.
Yeah.
He wasn't. I didn't like the way I didn't like the way he looked in Cybertron.
Animated,
excuse me. Damn, it's late. I didn't like animated Ratchet in general, but they did a good job turning this figure into animated Ratchet. You know, with the head and everything, the colors are great. I just wasn't a fan of the way he looked. So
yeah, I think this is a very interesting and smart repaint. But those pictures that we saw originally were like, wow, this looks so nice.
yeah,
This one, now that we see it, it looks a little bit more boring, but it does look good still.
still, yeah.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, we'll be right back with incoming and recently released.
Yes.
Now let's get into incoming. Hasbro UK sent out the HasLab. Check your address emails. So y'all should be getting this soon across the pond.
Nice. I wonder if they fixed the piece on it, the chest.
Yeah, you think they did?
Okay.
You think they recalled all those figures and changed a piece?
I'm sorry. It's possible.
It's possible. But let's move on to another RID figure, and we got Skybyte. No Trab showed off pictures. It's been sighted in Canada, I believe, so this should be over to the US soon. I think all of Wave 2 has been. This Shark Mode looks really good.
It does. And I don't know why I'm asking this, because I don't believe it. He didn't have any weapons in his mouth, did he?
He did. The gun. And I think he still has the gun, if I'm not mistaken, and you can plug that into his mouth. That's what all those pegs are for.
Yes, that's what made me. I was just like, okay.
Yeah, he had the gun with the missiles that would shoot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a little yellow gun, I believe.
Yellow. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that. I couldn't remember, and I was like,
And I think he has the gun when we get to bot mode, which I'm assuming pegs into right there.
yeah, this looks good. It looks really good. I think I pre-ordered this as well, and I'm buying this because of you.
Yeah, that's fine. I did want to put this picture in there because it does clean up rather good in shark mode, which I was not expecting because it's a shark. Sharks are hard to make transformers out of. And it, it's pretty simple of a transformation, but it still looks pretty good.
And it looks like the feet plug into the jaw.
Yeah, that's something that the original one kind of did, but really didn't do.
Yeah.
I mean, it came out in like 98, so.
I remember, at least with mine, I remember like the feet kind of not staying. Like you had to angle it a certain way, didn't like
yeah,
solidly. And this looks like it pegs in pretty solidly. So yeah.
And what's crazy about this figure is like they didn't like legacyify it. Like the fins look like how the fins look like on the original one. You know what I mean?
Right.
They didn't like make them look a little different. Like Sideburn. Sideburn is not RID Sideburn. You know what I mean? This one, they actually stayed pretty faithful to it. And here's the bot mode. And now I will.
Weapon, yeah.
There's the gun. I do have to admit, I don't like the big square empty spot on the tail arm. Right underneath. In the white spot.
Yeah, the
big gap.
Yeah, the gaps on there.
I think that's because that's where the hand folds in for transformation. But, like you said with Computron, I gotta be fair, I don't like that. Other than that, I think this figure is really good. I hope a KO company gets a hold of it, upsizes it, give them a posable hand, and it could be like an MP scaled one.
So I haven't touched mine in forever. I thought there was waffling on the white arm in the original.
No. It's a complete piece, and then there's a little slider mechanism to lock the hand into place, and that's where the hand connects. But this one, they probably wanted to hide the hand because it's a updated version.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could. Yeah.
From what I remember, I'm looking over here, but he's all deep in one of my shelves, and I can't see him from here.
Yeah. But
even if there's waffling on the original one, I expect the new one not to have it.
Oh, okay. I actually would expect, and it would be one of those where I'm like, Hasbro got it right with the waffling.
Oh, okay, all right.
But I love the colors. I love the colors in the chest.
Yeah.
I love the detail in the chest. The purple circle.
He's missing the Predacon symbol on there, though.
Okay, yeah, I can see that, and that's, it's in there like I can't remember.
Yeah, these pictures don't show it.
Yeah, but yeah, the color looks really good on here. I'll tell you, the feet look boring. Like,
that's what I was thinking. When I looked at this, I was like, it looks good. And then the feet, I'm like, they made it more robotic instead of having that shark pointedness to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the same thing when I saw this.
From the ankles up, you're a 10. You got hammer toes or something like that. I don't know.
Pretty much, but they're not horrible. I think they're also, I don't know if they're gray or white or whatnot. I hope they're the white, pearlescent white, like the arm and the abs are. I can't tell from this picture.
But it's bought.
Yeah, I think this looks great. I can't wait. I'm getting 2. So
I'm not doing that. It's not getting bought twice. It's getting bought once.
I want one with stickers and one normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, now we can hear you clearer.
I know.
Moving on to where is it? Flame Toys, Furai Action, Beast Wars Megatron via Chopix.
Okay.
I liked this before.
I do. It looks great. I'm not gonna spill it. I'll talk to you about something after this, so remind me.
Putting out all these little things.
I saw something today. Shout out to Rocky. That's all I'm gonna say, and you're gonna like what I'm gonna tell you. But this looks great, and I just saw something today that like just makes me think of a whole new light of this now. So this looks good though.
I do think it looks good too, but it's like so far away from what I think of Megatron that it's a little too much.
Really?
Yeah, the arm, the gun arm looks cool, but it doesn't look like a tail at all.
Okay.
Like he has like an organic looking, even though it's still robotic, he has an organic looking head on one arm, and then he has something that doesn't even look like a tail on the other arm. And I wish it looked a little bit more like a tail.
It's like Galvatron's gun that after proof where it's spreads apart. Now,
like I wish maybe it had the green speckles on it or something to make it look more like a tail.
Okay. I wonder if it. Well, this doesn't transform, but I was thinking that like it looks, when he's about to shoot, maybe it,
you can't open it up like a claw, which is cool. It's honestly cool. I just wish it had a little bit more of that dino tail element to it.
Yeah, I thought you were going to complain about the blue.
Oh no, the blue's cool.
Okay.
I mean, I think he already had a lighter purple, so the blue's a little too blue, but I think that's cool. The green is a little too dark, but I don't. And maybe I'm all messed up because I can't think of what he looks like because it is way too late. But he does look good
bad.
Regardless. You need to pick this up though. We've got MD005, the KO Studio Series 86 Prime, and these pictures will be in motion.
Looks good. Not gonna be able to do it.
You need to get it.
I'll get
it.
Look
at what you can do. You need it for the. You don't have that Starscream Prime in the 86 one.
I don't, but I have it in Masterpiece, and that's all that matters.
You need it in 86 because look at all these pieces. This is what I'm talking about.
This is a good set. This is a very good set.
If you would have saw this, would you have picked up the 86 one?
Hell no. Well, you know what?
Well, maybe one, and then you would
that,
have picked up the second one.
I'm gonna take that back because I have two 86 primes.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have picked this one up, and I would have picked up one 86 prime.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I have two. So now, if somebody wants to buy my 86 prime off of me, bam! I got you. I got the 86 prime for sale right now. Bam! Sealed in box. Somebody want it. Let's make a deal.
Wait a year, and you'll probably sell it.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, I think this is amazing. I'd hate to see the price if Hasbro actually put this stuff in. Oh, I'm not getting it. I'll wait till they do a Nemesis color or something. I would rather get this than the AS Toys one, just because of all the accessories. Yeah.
Now,
and it's not much more. It's like double the price, which is a lot. But you get twice the amount of stuff.
Well, and twice, double the price of the other version is cheaper than the Hasbro.
It's still
version.
cheaper than Hasbro.
Yeah. I there's a lot that comes with this, and
they even have multiple heads. I forgot.
Yeah. So I would get this plus the Megatron arm. Shout out to Collector's Crafts though, because I do like their Megatron arm. That was the first one I got, and first way, and now everybody just took that on and ran with it. But yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, it is. Next up, we have Mastermind Creations Tyrannotron Rise. We have Mr. LEJ.
All right. This is something that's going to be coming as well. I do not remember that mace. That mace is dope.
We did talk about the mace.
Oh, yeah. The mace, the chain, and
the sword looks amazing too. It matches the mace.
It does, but
the mace is better. Yes, I know.
And it's a chain, so it actually it's not just a plastic where it has like a bend of like this. Yeah, that the weapons are dope. The cannon on his arm looks good. That's the cannon that goes on a tank. I like the colors. It's definitely, of course, not going for G1 or whatever, but I like the colors. I like this. I do have it pre-ordered. This reminds me, I'm not saying it looks like it. The colors remind me of the G.I. Joe crossover with the black legs.
So you're saying this is a G.I. Joe figure?
I am not saying that at all. I'm saying that because I have an open mind, but I was just thinking about
open your 2-year-old figure.
Hell, I haven't opened some figures older than that. But this looks good, and I did pre-order it. It looks good. It doesn't look great, but it looks good.
Oh, see, I disagree. I think this does look great. I think this is really, really nice. I just wish the size was a little bit bigger for me. It's chug scaled, nowadays. This is probably a little bit taller, I think, than the Studio Series one. If I was to pick one, I'd get this one. I wouldn't even bother with that. I don't care about the G1 accuracy. This is so cool. He looks great next to Prime as well. Their Prime. He has that, he looks like he could pose well. This looks like a phenomenal figure. The price isn't too bad either. If I was to find this for a reasonable price at like a con or something, I probably would pick it up. I'd probably be there and be like, all right, fine. This is you can't even tell those two are remolds of each other.
Not at all.
Which is, you look at the thighs. Yeah, the thighs are the same, and you could probably pick stuff out. The arms are similar, but this is an extensive remold, and it looks very nice. I'm interested to see what repaints they did because they painted Prime like 9 or 10 times.
Yeah, so this will be my first one.
No, you have that Prime.
No, I meant Megatron. My first.
Oh, this will be your first Megatron.
First, yeah, and then whenever repaint they do, it'll be my second.
So I know Shattered Glass Megatron turns into a tank, but this would look great in those colors.
Turns into a tank or a jet?
Jet. See, it's late. This one turns into a tank. I know that one turns into a jet, but this would look great in Shattered Glass colors, and I would pick that up.
I would too.
Let us know what you think down below, what repaints you'd like to see. Next up, we have New Age Toys, the H27U David, which is Skybound Optimus Prime.
That's why I bought stock in Skybound. Like, it's hitting everywhere. That's crazy. So yes, looks good. I'm not getting it. Looks good.
Yeah, I completely agree. This might be the best Megatron Arm Prime that's coming out. I think it looks better than the Studio Series one, but it's just legend sized. I just wonder if the guy at Skybound Comics that thought to give Prime Megatron's canon, if they're all patting him on the back right now, because it is everywhere. And if he's picking this up, I would if I had that idea, Well, and to see people run with it is so cool.
Yeah, and not only that, but now that we've seen Megatron, is back in the comics, are they gonna have a conversation? Yo, Prime, can I get my arm back? No, I'm gonna hold on to this for a little bit longer.
Let me go shine it up for you. Meet you around the corner.
Be like, it's almost to the point where now you're going to be expecting, like, there's going to be a generation of new Transformer collectors who are going to be like, Prime's always had a gray arm. Why is his arm red? What
Yeah, you're right. I prefer the Prime with a Megatron arm. Sorry, Yeah, I think it's cool though.
Yeah, it's so cool. I don't even remember why he uses it. He's had the Megatron arm longer than he's had his own arm in the comics.
I remember when he rips it off and beats somebody with it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cool.
Moving on to recently released. First, we have at Botcon from TM Reviews. We have all of these. I believe these are already up for sale. These are the $40 ones, I believe, and they look good. They
do. There's, oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh hell no. I can't.
You already started this collection. You might as well finish it.
No, not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah,
want to do it, but not gonna be able to do it. There's so many. I want to though.
I think these look great. This is what Hasbro should have done with the red line.
Oh yeah, missed opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. Sonic and Transformers is out via TJ Omega. Go find it at Targets.
Mine got delivered today.
Oh, there you go.
I did get it.
I bet it's going to be your figure of the year, right behind my Cronus.
Man.
New Supply showed off the they found some spare Skeller and Mellow Yellow heads. So if you need them, go pick them up.
Yeah, the Skeller was really popular. I do like that head, and the Mellow Yellow. I can't remember what figure I put that on. But yeah,
really, they look great.
Yeah.
So if they're not already sold out, go pick some up. And while Bobby drinks his water, that's everything that we have for you. We're going to go ahead and get off here. Bobby, have fun at Botcon. I'll be looking forward to a package coming soon.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
There for you too.
I don't even know what you said, but we're just going to keep going. We'll see you guys in the next one. I know Bobby's got some stuff planned for you, so stay tuned.
Yes. As always, to all Debater One, to everyone I got a chance to meet so far, awesome. Looking forward to meeting some more tomorrow and Sunday. As always, to all Debater One. Also, I forgot, I will be on a panel Saturday, 12 o'clock. So really cool with some other YouTubers. I'm also in the Energon toss. My team made it to the second round, so we're going to be doing that. And then on Sunday, it'll be YouTuber versus YouTuber on the Energon toss, or aka cornhole. So come check us out. Lots of fun. As always, to all Debater One, James, good night. Y'all, good night. I'm hitting the hay.